Welcome to my next installment video on politics and economics. Economics. Anyways, just rode my mountain bike back into some beautiful terrain with a little pedestrian bridge, a little stream running through it. Real short video. Just wanted to talk about the lack of information on the Epstein files, and as it relates to, coincidentally, but really not coincidentally, the Trump administration's push to go ahead and pursue, well, there's no charges yet, but pursue the Russiagate collusion BS, which was always BS, and anybody that has half a brain knows it's BS. But why did, in my opinion, Trump tell Tulsi Gabbard to go ahead, hey, make a press release on the Russiagate stuff, and that we have evidence of seditious behavior, et cetera, when in reality, I think what they're doing is trying to distract. It's, again, look here, don't look there, from the non-release and obstruction, in my opinion, to release the Epstein files, which the people want. So they're trying to get the masses to look at the Obama, Brennan, etc., Clapper, Russiagate stuff that Hillary Clinton, I suppose, could be involved in. I don't know. Instead of looking at the central seminal issue to our country, which is the Epstein scandal. And the thing is, Trump better understand the people aren't going to let that go. It has to do with underage girls being raped, and at the behest, again, in my opinion, of Israeli intelligence. I believe that, I think you'd have to be a fool not to think that Epstein, who's Jewish and had Jewish connections of billionaire Zionist oligarchs like Les Wexner and the mega group, wasn't operating, if not as a direct agent of Mossad, as an asset. And you'd have to sort of implicate our CIA too, I would believe, or our intelligence agencies, I don't know, NSA, CIA, FBI, because they had to know what was going on. So that gets to a bigger picture of embedded Zionism in our government and in our intelligence agencies and controlling our media. Just today, I saw Todd Starnes on whatever, Newsmax, and I didn't listen to it, but he had Randy Fine on. Who's Randy Fine? He's a congressman from Florida who's an absolute abject piece of crap, who endorses, as far as I had read, what can only be described as a genocide in Gaza by Israeli Zionists. So you look at all this, you look at Pam Bondi, Attorney General, who said, hey, the files were on my desk, months ago, right? The Epstein files. Well, were they on her desk or not? So, oh, hey, Trump says, let's go ahead and have the DOJ draft a motion to the federal district court in Florida to release the relevant, quote unquote, grand jury testimony regarding Epstein from when he had a trial down there, and or before his trial in the grand jury. And again, the judge, who was Jewish, and I'm not saying she has Zionist beliefs, I have no idea. I think she was following the law in the 11th Circuit, which is that grand jury testimony is secret by nature, and it takes only certain criteria categories to release that information, and just because the public wanted it is not enough. So I think that ruling was probably correct, and I know there's a pending action of a similar nature in New York, but it begs the point. The DOJ has enough information. They have the tapes, okay? And, because everything that Epstein was doing was videotaped for extortion purposes, bribery, or blackmail, I should say, purposes, to get our important people in our country and our elected officials that participated in that crap to toe the line for whatever Israel wants. And that's why it's not being released. And it's sickening. And I just want this video, and I'll conclude it real shortly here, for people to know that, again, this is another case of look here, not there. They're trying to distract. They're trying to obfuscate. They don't want the public still ginned up and pissed off about this Epstein situation. And even the low information voters understand the other side of the Epstein problem, which is that young girls were trafficked. They were raped. You know, you got guys like Alan Dershowitz, another Zionist Jew, who has admitted to having gone there and says, hey, I did nothing wrong. Okay, let's just take him at his word. Did nothing wrong. Didn't participate in any sexual activity. Then what was he doing there on multiple occasions? I don't know. In my opinion, a reasonable implication or assumption could be, hey, maybe he was part of an intelligence operation. I don't know. And I don't know that that's true or not true, but it does beg the point. Why would you go? So it's a lot of these things added up, and and I could get into AIPAC, but I won't in this video. But we got a problem in this country. Our foreign policy is not United States unilateral in its effort to watch out for the best interests of the United States. There's no country in the world that operates like this. Only us. We operate with Israel in mind, and that is because of money. That is because of Jewish billionaire oligarchs. That is because of unregistered foreign agent lobby AIPAC controlling our legislature, or federal legislature, Congress, and blackmail operations. It's sickening. And what Israel's doing is sickening over in the Middle East, and that's a subject for another video. But we need to stamp this stuff out and post haste, quickly. Anyways, enjoy the views. Enjoy the little stream here. It's beautiful territory. Maybe I'll walk up on the little bridge and film a little bit before I shut the video off. And I'm still trying to figure out my Android phone to taking videos because my GoPro took a dump. I did a video yesterday, but it looked like a compressed right side up phone on YouTube as opposed to what it should look like. And I think that has to do with 9:16 versus 16:9 on what's acceptable to YouTube. And hopefully this one will come out because I'm filming it horizontally, so we'll see if it does work. But anyways, hope everybody's having a good day out there. And as soon as I start to build some followers, if you got questions, ask them. I've been in DC. I know, and I've been a lawyer for over 30 years and now retired. I know how things work. So anyways, have a good day.